go to time.
Oh,
Pac-Man, Toon Link.
Oh, yeah. Like,
so why is that so slow paced? Is it
both of the characters thrive off of zoning, and neither one wants to approach. Think Jigglypuff bear walling in the corner.
Imagine if Jigglypuff had charge shot.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds toxic.
So, and what makes it worse is that Pac-Man has hydrant, so he throws down the fire hydrant that like pushes you away with water spouts, and then he runs to the other side of the stage and charges fruit.
Oh,
so if you are Toon Link, you don't want to jump over that and risk getting hit. So instead, you just have to kind of wait it out and lob projectiles over it.
Oh.
So it turns into a very, let's use the term methodical game plan from both players.
I see, okay. In this matchup, as coming from the Peach's perspective, you really got to pick your spots with what moves you put out as Peach. One opening from Puff and you're dead. That's an up tilt rest, up air rest. Shit, I'm pretty sure that up throw rest. No, up throw rest doesn't work.
So are your confirm windows particularly large on floaties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in Ultimate, Jigglypuff sucks.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So we don't have this problem. There's base mage, and that's about it. Ooh, out of jumps, I think. We're able to get back that pound.
Yeah, it's also turnips are a really key point in this matchup too. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how much Anchovy chooses to farm for good turnip pulls, and how much he tries to push the momentum in corners in situations like this.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, a little cross up there. Chango finding the opening.
You know, I love the greenery that's going on here.
Yeah, we've got a very specific aesthetic, and it works super well for the event covers as well.
Yes, yeah.
It was meant to be.
That's the theme, yeah.
That's what we got to start doing. We need to start getting custom color packs for tournaments.
Whoa, that'd be so cool. Ooh, I'm pretty sure, like, online tournaments do a bunch of that too, like the Gallant Melee Open.
You know, some top player would make a twit longer about how unfair it is. I just couldn't do it. I didn't have my headband. It didn't feel the same.
Oh, well, it's their setup, so I mean, they personalize
online, it's client side.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Ooh, nice instant float up air.
There's the first stock for Anchovy.
A minute and a half in the game, the first stock drops.
See, again, coming from Ultimate Land, you are flying right now, my guy.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
However, Chango did answer right back. Only 17%. Down smash making it 31. Ooh, okay. Anchovy starting to put on the pressure a little bit, but like you said, got to be really careful, especially now that you're in the corner.
Yes. Oh, I don't think the F smash was intentional. Maybe he was trying to get a golf club. You can't choose in Melee. In Ultimate, you could just wiggle the control stick and choose whether you get the golf club, the pan, the tennis racket.
You got to believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
That's the way Sakurai intended it. Jiggling control sticks, that's try-hard nonsense. And there's that bear train from Chango as well. Anchovy pulling a few turnips, but honestly, Chango sitting in that, to use the Jigglypuff term, the bubble theory, to just space out and punish any attempts to pull those turnips.
Yeah, Peach, typically in like most matchups, you really got to hold center. But in this matchup in particular, holding center is really key for Peach, because if you're in the corner against Puff, you're crying. Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
Puff kind of has that advantage here where like you don't really have to hold center. So you get to take a lot more risks like in these situations where if there's a bit of a reversal and Anchovy gets back to the center, it's not nearly as bad for you as in this situation right here where it turns around the other way.
You're going to see that combo a lot too, where Peach will do a jump throw turnip into an air. It works really well and at a lot of percents.
Can Chango get out of the corner? Yes, he can. Anchovy had a right idea there, but just not the timing. Good mix up from Chango, but the grab, okay. Again, Anchovy just needs one solid hit in that corner, but the same can be said both ways. Still alive, but I don't know if he can get back. Air dodge in, not going to be enough. spacing from Chango finally takes it. 106 though. One good hit from Peach. Got the dot eyes.
Yeah, 11% and up throw sent Peach up that far. Yeah, no way that connects. Ooh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Jigglypuff's light.
Yeah, I mean, well, Puff was also at like, what, 110 or something like that? Some high-ass percent.
F smash into, or excuse me, down smash into down smash.
Yep.
The Peach classic. I always think of when people start just spamming Peach down smash. The story, have you heard why Armada mained Peach?
It's because of down smash.
Yeah, it's literally down smash. It's like, oh, this move's insane.
Yeah.
This character's my main.
Armada said, that shit looks broken. I want it.
I mean, he's right. He's a GOAT for the reason. There's the golf club that we're looking for earlier. Down to 3 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time in this game. I don't think we're going to be going to time here unless both of these players just decide to do absolutely nothing. But right now, Chango got some good momentum in the corner. Ooh, fair.
Okay. Ooh, and an up smash to take that first game.
Great call out.
All right, well, I got to head out. I would love to commentate more Peach Puff, but I got some Taco Bell to give to my good friend, Connect 4 Balls.
Oh, I understand. The Taco Bell goes real. It's been a pleasure, dude.
It was a pleasure.
All right, y'all. Let's get into this game number 2 on FOD. Chango versus Anchovy. Chango is up 1-0 in the set, but it was a nail-biter the first time around. I feel like a set like this, so much of it comes down to the mental stamina. Like, if you play a floaty, you know this is coming eventually. You know what your game plan is. You're going to have a lot of long sets, but still, when you have to go against someone else who has that same level of mental fortitude, by the time you get to game 5, one or the other of you is going to start to burn out, and that's really, I think, what makes the difference. However, right now, things are staying pretty close so far. These drills for Chango are not working out super well. Anchovy's been able to get around them pretty effectively. Down smash not going to connect. Okay, we got the turn up for Chango, not able to do anything with it. Instead, just going back to the back air wall. But can Anchovy land? No, up air going to do it. Taking that first stock, and that's pretty big for Chango because now it's going to be a whole lot easier for you to just play that slow-paced game and force Anchovy to make those awkward, aggressive decisions that don't really work with the character. But, ooh, that SDI was silly. He went so far down. Not going to be enough, though, as Anchovy is able to take that first stock. Down smash not going to connect. Great shield from Chango. Got to be careful, though. Another down smash, not going to connect. Chango just slightly outspacing Anchovy over and over and over, and able to get so much off of it right now, forcing that early up B. Not a whole lot you can do, but oh, the timing in the bubble, able to mix it up, but drill up smash going to close it out. And once again, Chango stays one stock ahead, but Anchovy still keeping this pretty close. However, that raw fair is not going to be enough. Whiffs the rest. The combo not super great there, 36%. You're going to need a lot more than that to get back into this game. 47 stuck in the corner. Chango is able to get back to the top plat, trying to just slow this game down. Anchovy has been getting more and more aggressive, and it's kind of working in a lot of these scenarios, and gets the grab as well off of the whiff down smash. Chango getting a little too aggressive there, not ready for it. And now Anchovy in the driver's seat with this momentum. Again, just pushing forward, finally finding these openings. What's the landing option gonna be? Mixing things up with the turnip, and now Chango finally back in that happy place, back in the bear wall, able to set things up the way they want, but there's the aggressive nair. Anchovy is not out of this yet. Ooh, watch that up air. Speaking of having trouble landing, able to get past it that time, but again, the down smash is not connecting from Anchovy. You know, how does Anchovy get in here? Have to be so careful. Crouching under the turnip. Back to neutral. Chango does not find what he's looking for with that kill. However, in a pretty good spot. No, double whiff on the up air. Great movement from Anchovy. Once again, just trying to find anything to get started. Here we go. Dash attack, sending him off stage. Now up to 59%, but is this going to be too little too late? Can Chango find the opening? That back air has been on lock for so long now, but Anchovy knows it. Is this it? Fair trying to come out, but Chango a little bit faster. That startup too slow for Anchovy, but now the down smash, and now Anchovy can choose to be a little bit more aggressive because you don't have to worry about a single bear killing anymore, and there you go. Chango losing a lot of their lead in that situation. Anchovy was pretty far behind, but managed to bring this all the way back, possibly boding well for them in the set right now. A lot of nairs coming out from Anchovy, but I guess now you're in a situation where you can afford to play that spacing game. Chango struggling a little bit to get in, actually opting to play relatively forward, but oh, one mistake in the corner. Peach still got those hands. Chango not ready for it, and now it is 1-1, and we are going to FD. Oh, better watch out. Chango ready for it. The back air is coming in clutch, and Anchovy not able to get out of the corner. And yeah, the F smash on the get up. Good stuff to Chango. That is a big early lead. Trying to go for the up tilt there. And now we're just in the pain train from Chango. Anchovy's going to have so much trouble on this stage getting in. Not a lot of verticality to play with. It's going to be a lot harder to space around those back airs from Chango. But the stitch! Ooh, got the regrab on the stitch as well. Can you get past it? Choosing to save it there, gets the back air. Now all this pressure on Chango. Suddenly the complete switch, the risk reward. You got to be so careful. Can't Anchovy find it? Chooses to throw it up, but oh, does not connect. And now Chango back in the driver's seat. Finally, the back air worked out for Anchovy, but Chango F smash, not gonna do it. So back and forth here, but you got to keep in mind that Chango's got a whole stock lead. So while, yeah, Anchovy's looking pretty good now, you're going to have to do more than be pretty good. Ooh, turnip grab, but that's going to be your downfall as Anchovy finally gets the nair. Aggressive landing into the down smash, but back air from Chango going to send us back into this corner pressure situation. What can Anchovy do to get out of this scenario? The back air, is this going to be it? Ooh, I like the down air into back air. That was so good from Anchovy. Recognizing that Chango was going to come in immediately, knew they had the frame data for the back air. However, just too much damage on the clock, and eventually Chango did take it. Another down smash whiff from Anchovy. That's just been the story of this set over and over. Anchovy has not been able to connect with those down smashes. So tricky in this matchup because of the way Jigglypuff just floats around you. Okay, nice little hurt box shift with the fair as well, making it hard for Chango to get the hit. Chango is not giving up anything right now. He knows the situation he's in. He's recognizing the patient game that he's able to play. And Anchovy just has not been able to crack the code on this stage so hard without that verticality. However, does manage to get back to the stage, but sent right back off. Oh, the up air. Chango was not ready for that. We've seen that a couple times now. Now dash attack combo early, not going to do much, only 12%, and we are back in this game. Anchovy needs to find a way in. Up air is going to close it out. Last stock. Chango looking really solid right now. What is your answer if you're Anchovy? Anchovy's trying so hard to be non-committal right now, but I feel like Chango is just so well spaced. It's so hard for Anchovy to get in, and we're seeing why. Dash attack? Is that it? Yes, it is. Great stuff to Chango with the 2-stock on FD, utilizing that counter pick extremely well and bringing us into game number 4. So let's see what the counter pick is going to be on the other side of things. Oh, he's thinking about it. He is really thinking about it. Okay, what do we got here? Yoshi's story. All right. No huge surprises. Going to Yoshi's story. That smaller stage going to be the platform layout as well, going to make things a little bit easier for Anchovy. We saw how things went with FD for Chango, the way they were able to just space out with back airs and give Anchovy what felt like no recourse trying to win those neutral interactions. That back air so safe, so strong, and converts into so much pressure off the stage. Meanwhile, Anchovy, it felt like, was only able to get those 1-2 hit combos all the way through and was not able to keep up on the nickel and dime game. But now, got a lot more to work with, so let's see what Anchovy is able to do with these platforms, with this smaller stage where it's going to be a little harder for Chango to run away. So far, been pretty even. Reminder, beginning of that last game on FD, Chango started out early with the not quite 0 to death, but almost 0 to death, and put Anchovy at a pretty big disadvantage for the rest of that game, which is a situation that's so hard to come back from, especially in a matchup like this against a character like Puff as Peach. And now Chango looking poised to potentially do it again? Yes. That platform that blast zone awfully close, able to take it there. And now Chango, this is the win condition, but the Nair answers back from Anchovy. And now we're just back to this spacing game. Anchovy trying so hard to get that percent lead, to turn off the win condition from Chango. We've seen it work so well throughout the set. If Anchovy's able to get that lead, they can kind of flip the script, force Chango to approach in those awkward situations, not have to play that bear spacing game, not have to play that bubble theory disadvantageous neutral. But Chango not letting this get away. Well, there's the back air. Double jump from Anchovy, able to land on the platform. Again, that's something that you couldn't do on FD. Working out much better here. Jump Nair. Opportunity. What's the ledge option? Ooh, that late Nair. Almost really scary for Anchovy. However, the fair does come out. Finally, one of those down smashes connecting, but between the SDI and just the floatiness and aerialness of Puff, not a lot of damage off of that, only the 26 of the first 2 hits. However, Anchovy's got this lead right now, and it's starting to rack up. Ooh, double up air. Anchovy did manage to land, but it wasn't enough, getting called out there. Chango trying to find a way around these turnips, manages to do so, but Anchovy stuck in the corner now. Great answer back, pulling so many turnips now as well. I was talking about this earlier in the set. I was curious to see how much Anchovy was going to be farming for those turnip pools, and I feel like we're seeing more of it as the set goes on. That first game especially, it was not super prevalent. I think part of that just being down to the way Chango was playing the matchup at the time. But Anchovy's finding more opportunities for it. It looks like right there, and it's the Mr. Saturn! Now this is weird in this matchup because Jigglypuff spending so much time in the air does not shield that much, so not going to be as potent as in a lot of situations. And in the end, Anchovy ends up losing the stock in that scenario. That Mr. Saturn being so useless in the air. Kind of unfortunate that that happened to be the time that it got pulled out. However, not out of this yet, still has a slight advantage. Up air. Ooh, the whip down smash. Not at a time like this. Trying to force the high recovery there. However, Chango finds the way through, finds that little chink in the armor. Now back at center stage, but the Nair fair comes out from Anchovy, closing out that game and bringing us to a game number 5. This has been so back and forth. However, counterpick advantage is in the favor of a Jigglypuff extraordinaire. Let's see if Battlefield is going to work out for Chango or Anchovy in this matchup. We've seen Anchovy's comfort on the triplats. However, this is a very different game of triplats. Let's see how that ends up working out in the set. So far, Chango got the early lead. Ooh, I like that landing fair from Chango. Not able to get another back air out and recognizing it, going for the reverse hit of Nair instead, or excuse me, a fair instead. Speaking of small hits, Anchovy getting that one scoop of umbrella, just enough to get back safely. But the back air, no, not going to kill. Remember, different stage, larger blast zones. Not quite going to kill, but that up air is giving Chango a pretty solid lead, only 37%. These larger blast zones definitely going to be advantageous for them. We saw a lot of kills in the last game, especially where Anchovy was getting those nairs and fairs, even from center stage, at relatively high percents and killing in situations that we will not see the same thing happen on this stage. And honestly, Peach doesn't die to strong knockback a lot. It's going to be a lot of those fair walls, those bear walls. So I'll be curious to see how that ends up working out in this game. If there are going to be those situations where Anchovy survives here when we wouldn't expect it. But meanwhile, Chango, once again, surviving in those situations. Going to be so hard for Anchovy to answer back now. There's the fair. And Anchovy back in it. It is not over yet, but 109 has to be really careful. Another whiff down smash. I'm not really sure what Anchovy is going for with a lot of these down smashes. It just seems like the risk is proving to be pretty disadvantageous in the matchup. Barely killing there as well. That's unfortunate for Anchovy. Chango once again staying in the driver's seat of this set, but keeping it close is Anchovy right now as we move into this next stock. Okay, the fair coming out from Anchovy, getting an opportunity to reset. Maybe if you can get a bomb or a stitch face, you can turn everything around here. Definitely pulling a lot of turnips. Let's see if something happens, see if something comes out of it. Everybody pray to RNGesus for your man Anchovy right now. But, oh, the rest. However, yeah, Anchovy shaking his head a little bit, not super happy with that punish. Maybe just not super comfortable with the scenario, recognizing it a little bit too late. But whatever the case, Chango takes those. And finally, the down air closing it out. Not too much lost for that not so great rest punish. It was also just in an awkward spot, so can't fault Anchovy too much for that. Speaking of which, Chango has not gotten any rest confirms in this set. If there was ever a time to pull one out, now might be it. Game number 5. However, it doesn't seem like he really needs it. Up air. He wants it. Oh, instead, managing to land is Anchovy, but stuck in the corner. That dash attack worked out really well. Not able to get the hit, but able to get past. Chango reset the situation. That landing back air barely coming out in time. And these grabs from Chango have been so good. The way he's mixed that into his game plan, I feel like every time Anchovy shields, Chango is already one step ahead, able to find that. Ooh, going for the up air confirms there. Not able to get it. Anchovy floating out just barely. Still fighting for dear life. Gonna need some sort of crazy comeback in this situation if they want to move on into losers finals. Again, getting the Mr. Saturn. Kind of an unfortunate pull. Yeah, we saw Anchovy thinking about going and grabbing that Saturn, but a lot scarier as Chango picked it up, able to get rid of it. Not too bad for Anchovy. Fair not going to do it. Still not going to do it. Keeping it close. The counter pick making all the difference in these situations. Back hit of Nair, unfortunate for Anchovy. However, in the corner, what's the option? Off ledge. Landing Nair. I think Anchovy trying to force high there. We've seen a lot of that with the turnips in the corner. However, Chango just isn't falling for any of it. Back throw, no, forward throw, okay. And now we're just in the turnip war. Any mistake from Anchovy could be it, just like that. Is that gonna be it? No! Great timing from Anchovy, catching Chango off guard, not able to follow well enough, and the Nair train finally going the other way for once, as Anchovy brings us to last stock, but the up smash, all of that hard work, and in the end, it doesn't even matter, as Chango moves on. And that was such a great set all the way through. So back and forth every time. It just felt so tit for tat. Chango spacing so well, making it so hard for Anchovy to get in. But somehow, in those key moments, in 2 of those games, the ones that Anchovy won, was able to find those key openings just like that. Those up airs, those fairs, those nairs, so pivotal. And just situations like that. Jigglypuff just blowing up off the side. If you're not ready with the DI, you can just melt. But unfortunately for Chango, the FD game really, I feel like, was the turning point in the set. Chango was able to get the victory there pretty handily, and Anchovy just not able to win 2 in a row as Chango slowly walked away with it in this last game. And we see, yeah, the almost JV2 in that last game as well. Good stuff to Chango. Moving on to losers finals. Excited to see what they do against Graves. I think we got a slight mistake on our